All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
This is an interesting day, Joel. We've rallied a little bit of a rally here across the board. Let's look at the charts. We'll look at the
Sure,
overall.
I got the charts up. It was a round tripper. It
Yeah.
was a round tripper, and we're not done tripping yet. We were up 70 handles. We went into red by 25 handles. We went back into green by 50 handles. And now we're up only 10 handles. If that is not a day, a recipe for me to lose money, I don't know what is. But you know what? I didn't lose any money because I just kind of
Nice.
played it conservative. I tried a few longs, a few shorts, but holy mackerel. I mean, you got to be nervous ahead of this CPI number. I know Triple D's hanging his hat on it, and he wants it's going to be a good number. We got peak inflation. I sure hope he's right, because if not, we have a hot number. Woohoo! Katie bar the door. Hope it comes in flat or just a little bit better. The amazing thing, and I talked about this on Pre-Market Prep Plus, is that with all the carnage yesterday and what we're doing in the pre-market, we were almost at the intraday high from yesterday. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We're going to get, and the stocks were nowhere near there. So that fluff off the open, obviously we gave it away. We took out Monday's low. We took out the pre-market low. Everyone was batting down the hatches. And then the old, was it the 1 o'clock rally or the 2 o'clock rally? I think it was a 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock rally.
Yep.
Ripped it up. We're going back to new highs. No, we're not going to new highs. And here we're back down. Still up 11 handles. I tried to do my wrap up for the day, and I was going to say bleeding stopped. But in this market, you can't write a wrap up until this thing's closed because of just the way we whip around. Crude just after kissing 111 just a couple days ago, back in double digits, down 344, 99.65. Who needs gold down 1870 at 1839.90, breaking that 1850 support? Silver down 42 cents at 21,400. I wonder if silver is going to become a teenager. And Bitcoin, after the beatdown on Monday, you were hoping maybe a little bit of a rally. Well, you got a rally, folks, in Bitcoin, up $320, 1%, 31,250. Ethereum, that's having a little bit better of a day. It's up 3.5%, $78.50 at 23.46, right on the nose.
All right. Probably the big intraday or two big intraday headlines. One was Joe Biden speaking, though he didn't really say much, if I'm honest. And two is this Sofi report. It happens, I don't know, once, maybe twice every earnings season. Out of the thousands of reports that are released in the pre-market session and the after-hours session, there's usually one or two that just gets leaked early. That's what happened with Sofi today. So Bloomberg published the article. Stock was halted at like 11.19. I'm actually surprised that they reopened it, Joel. I thought for sure they would just leave it open, leave it closed until the close here. But stock reopened at 2:10 today, so about an hour and 25 minutes ago. And the bottom line here is this company it basically depends on the student loan, the word is escaping me, but the student loan forgiveness legislation or the holiday, because their Q2 guidance, the guidance for the quarter we're in now, was bad, but they gave upbeat guidance for the rest of. They actually raised their sales guidance and their EBITDA guidance for the rest of the year. That will hinge on whether the government extends the student loan payment moratorium or not. Because if they extend it again, then SoFi will get hit again. But yeah, tough day for SoFi, tough day for me, anyone that's stuck in this thing, and new all-time lows. Not much more to say about
The
it, probably.
all-time lows, we talked about. I think I was asked about this. I don't know if it was in this on this show or in Pre-Market Prep Plus, and it was an easy setup until that news leak, because what you had is you had made a new all-time low yesterday. You closed at 597, so you're thinking, can this thing hold the previous day's low? And you know what? Boom! It opened 575, 580 high. No one wanted to be into this ahead of the report, even though they knew the report was coming out, and they just beat this thing down to $5. And then you got the halt and it pops back up to 580. So I will just use whatever the close today is your all-time closing low, and hope it doesn't improve on that. Hard to call 482 the bottom until we see the action. But whatever it is now, it's the all-time low.
Yep. Happy asked if SoFi is the worst performing stock of the year. Not even close. Not even close. There are so many stocks doing worse than SoFi this year. Carvana, Fubo, Affirm. Don't they report tonight? Affirm, Arrival, Rivian. There are so many stocks worse than SoFi right now.
We are unchanged, folks. We went
Hey.
all the way back to unchanged here in a volatile last hour of trading. No one wants to be long going into that number. Just popping off unchanged here. Some good action. What else? What else do we need to
Well,
cover
I
here?
do want to talk a little bit about Novavax. I was surprised because if off the open, this thing is up like 30% today. If you just forget what happened overnight and you look at just the opening tick to now, up like almost 30% in NVAX. Vicious
You know,
rally.
yeah, the only thing that you can do on something like that is just like you're saying, okay, I'm going to buy the open and I'm going to lean on the pre-market low, and you just throw your order out there
Yep.
and you pray. And open 42.10, hit 41.74, and then up to 55.74. I don't know much about this company. That's a nice low. It's a solid low. It took out the prior low of the move. I would say what you don't want to see in this is, let's see what you don't want to do at that Teladoc, right?
Yeah.
You have the rally. Oh, we're looking good. Kathy bought it. We're gonna go fill the gap. Boom, double top and kaplooey.
Louis, how many days in a row? I missed it.
4 days in a row.
Oh,
Yeah. So if the vax is backs, then you gotta hold the gains from today, improve. Don't put in a double top.
yeah. Wow. I had lost track of that Teladoc, so because I wasn't here on Thursdays, so no more. That was fun while it lasted. But 4 days up, 4 days back down now.
Oh, RAG booked his biggest loss to date, but he wants to thank us for giving market insights to make the call and also the confidence to be okay. All right, RAG. You know what? Sometimes just from a mental, the amount of money you lose sometimes can be bad. But sometimes it's the mental state, RAG. And I don't know
Oh
what kind
yeah.
of trader you are or what kind of investor you are. But sometimes, the burden of having something like that could be actually worse than the monetary loss.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
that's why I don't look at my long-term portfolio, because then I'd just be old depressed every
No,
day.
and that's why I truthfully haven't felt that bad until last week or 2 weekends ago when I had to look at my 401k to get some information and I saw the big number and I was like, "Whoa!" So I felt pretty bad looking at that. But prior to that, I didn't really feel that bad because I didn't. Ignorance can be bliss. Ignorance can be bliss.
RAG, you guys are like, you're swing trading long only. I mean,
Yeah.
for the 19th time, I'll use we're not in Kansas anymore. Dennis says that. Actually, here we got that from Cameron Dawson. And ever since she said that, he says it at least once a
I'm
show.
pretty sure she got that from Dorothy, but all right.
Yeah, exactly. We're not we're not in Kansas anymore. And I'm telling you guys, I mean, even in a bull market, you got to be able to look both ways. I don't know if we're going to like extended bull market. We're going back down to the COVID low, bear market, going down to the COVID lows. The world's going to come, depression. I mean, it's one thing to know not to buy. It's another thing to look to short, and it's difficult to do. But anyways, you just move on. I thought for some reason I just say, look at this, just to rip people's face off here. Let's see if we can rally in the last 18 minutes of the session.
Oh, let's see. Here's the calendar for tonight. So a bunch of stocks that were growth names. You can disregard SoFi, obviously, but Unity, Rocket. Actually, Rocket's not a growth stock. The Trade Desk, Oxy, Roblox. Oh, Roblox. That's going to be bad. That's going to be so bad. EA. Joel, remember what Roblox did on the last report? Remember how disastrous that was? Let me go look at the Pro real fast. I remember that being really bad.
Roadblocks. Holy
I
mackerel.
remember that being really bad. They reported February 15th, and yeah, they missed horribly. They missed the revenue by 25%, the estimate, and they missed the EPS by 78%. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
Stay at home, right? Stay at home. And I know we got to get Bill Santiago on, and we haven't had him in a while. I sure hope he got out of that sad stuff. But what do you want me to say about this one, folks? Can you short it going into the report? Yeah, I guess you can. Anything can happen. I don't know.
I want to give a quick PSA because I saw Zynga this morning, ZNGA, right? And I saw because they had earnings last night, right? And I was like, oh, Zynga's trading down, but I know that Zynga's getting bought by Microsoft, or no, sorry, by Take-Two. So I was like, huh, this seems like it could be an interesting buy here. But then I was like, wait a minute, what are the terms of the deal? And unlike the Microsoft Activision deal, or Elon Musk taking Twitter private, Zynga is being bought in a cash and stock deal. It's part cash, part stock. So Zynga is going to trade down if Take-Two trades down, which is what's happened here in the past. Because you can look at that Zynga chart and say, "Whoa, Zynga's really starting to fall into bed here. It's getting taken over. I should just buy it." But no. Zynga will trade with Take-Two because it's a cash and stock deal. So if Take-Two trades down, Zynga would trade down with it. So don't fall for what I almost fell for, which was like, wait a minute, they're buying this thing for whatever, $9 or and whatever, and now it just fell $1 in a day and a half.
But, yeah, you just can't get away from that arbitrage, huh? You're just like an arbitrage.
No, it just jumped out to me like this morning because I was like, wait a minute, I know Zynga's going to get bought for $9. I don't know the price, $9.50. I have no idea. I forget what it was, but yeah. Anyway, so if you're going to do that stuff, first check to see if the takeover is in cash or stock or cash and stock, because that affects the arbitrage. That affects the price of the takeover of the company being taken over. So just putting that out there. Okay, what else do we have here today? There was an M&A rumor that just happened a few moments ago. It was as we were hopping on. The rumor was in what was this? What was the ticker, guys? Help me out. It happened literally like Switch. It was SWCH.
Okay.
SWCH, just to take some takeover speculation. I think Bloomberg had this. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What do they do? I used to have a Switch watch.
No, I don't think that's it. Switch is a
Swatch.
It's an infrastructure play. It's a data center company. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man, all-time highs here, right? I mean, this is a gem here. What a great time to put a rumor. You got to do those. If you guys are going to do some takeover rumors and stuff, do them at 3:00 because people are just crazy. They're crazy that last hour traded. And who is the suitor? Potential suitor?
It's DBRG is the ticker. Digital Bridge. This is also mentioned on yesterday as well, I believe. So,
well, they don't like Digital Bridge doing anything. Is Chicago Bridge and Iron still around? Or did that get taken out? That got taken out. That's a long time ago. I mean,
oh boy,
if you're buying this thing,
yeah,
and you're hoping for a takeout, then you better come soon.
all right.
If you have a $31 target and you missed it, then I'd say take your 31 and go home. I have no idea what's gonna happen to do. Who's battling back? They're battling back. They tested unchanged. They danced unchanged just for a little bit. And now they've got to go. We got to get back in that 4,000 handle. They just don't. We got to close at 4,000. That's what they're thinking.
As you say that, Joel, Coinbase is making a new low of this move, new all-time low for Coinbase right now as we speak. $72. 70. Actually, we just got to 70 a few moments ago. So there's your all-time low, 70 in Coinbase, which we just bounced a little bit. But oh gosh, it looks terrible. Let's find a thing that's up here.
You're giving me the ugliest looking.
Don't even look at that. Don't even look at that. Okay, here's one from the chat. J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan. I've been bullish since like 135, and I've saved myself some money. New low of the move for down 331. What the hell happened to J.P. Morgan?
I know. Well,
some news downgrade. Jamie Dimon leave. What's going on?
Yeah, the banks are all down today. It's not like the sector's up because it's not. XLF is actually your third worst performing sector of the day today, behind real estate and utilities. So,
I would just this is like a dart. If I have any darts, just throwing a dart.
Yep.
People are worried about a really soft CPI number, and the Fed is going to be such a soft CPI number.
Soft.
Yeah, it's going to be benign. It's going to be showing that.
Why is that bad for JP Morgan?
Because they will immediately have to reverse the half-point interest rate hike that they did.
Yeah, but doesn't that also mean like we're not heading into a recession, which is therefore good for JP Morgan?
I don't know. It just seems like everything's bad for the banks and JP Morgan. No, I mean, I don't know. I guess you're right. I guess the higher rate fears are overshadowing the recessionary fears. I just don't know what's going on with this thing. And I will say you do have a monthly low to lean on. And I keep saying this, and then it keeps taking out the monthly low. 118.11 back in December of 20. That was the low. You got to 117.56. You're really not bouncing, though. I just don't see. Oh man, I mean, you can hang your you can take a shot here, but man, I just don't like this candle here at all. I don't like that candle at all. Losing to 118. I mean, between 100 and 118, there ain't much there. Say goodbye to 4,000. We just hit 4,000. Now we're back at 33.90. Bots are just running this thing, man. Just like bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. Let's check in on some of the stocks from this morning. Like how's a firm doing? And no. How's Upstart doing? UPSD. All right. I mean, it stopped going down.
It's kind of weird. It's funny how they price this stuff in, right? Because this is when we were doing the show. It was here. Got a little pop off the open. Boom. They faded it. Took out 30. 29.02. Now back up $4. I don't know how I mean, maybe if you put a buy stop in at 40 and let it take you out on the upside.
Well, not an all-time low. What I said the IPO price was this morning, 20. I said 20. So
22. Yeah.
No, that 22 is the all-time low. The IPO price I think is 20. So 20 is your support. How about that? That was from the IPO.
I don't know. Did anybody go back and look on the dailies? That's just for fun to see if there was anything in the dailies there to What's the low? 29.02. Let's just do it for fun. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's see. Man, let's go way back. Way back. What's this low here? No, there's nothing here. The low on the first day was 22.61. The low on the second day was 28.25. Low on the third day was 37. So 28.25. If you're buying it here, that's the next monthly low in Upstart. And it filled the gap. Wow, what a crazy stock. All right, what else do we got? We got 8 minutes to the close of this exciting session. Trying to close green, but I don't know if we're going to get that accomplished.
Yeah, let's just take stock of where we're at here, right? Because we do have technology holding on here. Well, not holding on. It's up 1.5%. So, good day for tech. Good day for healthcare. Good day for energy. Good day for communication services. Every other sector is in the red today. That would be the banks, industrials, consumer staples, real estate, utilities, and discretionary. So we do have more red than green. But if you look at the biggest names, they're all up because the biggest names are all tech stocks, right? So Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Actually, Amazon might be flat. Tesla, Meta, Nvidia, all up today. So you have some leadership. We had leadership yesterday, right? It was in the staples. We have leadership today. It is in tech. So money rotating. It's happening.
It always is. Did anybody catch the XLU today? Because I was harping on that 72.50. I took my eye off it. Look at that. It went through it by 25 cents and then completely fell apart there and it came back. XLU, just that level, that 72.50 jumped out at me. All right.
Whoa.
Little bounce.
I just noticed Altria. I got out of that one last week. What is that today? That was a downgrade? That was a downgrade, Joel. Altria is down to MO is down almost 7% because of a Bernstein downgrade. Come on.
I was a little worried when you bought that one. I didn't want to say anything, but I was a little worried that it broke out. You bought it before it broke out, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Here, I'll tell you when I bought it actually, because I don't actually remember. I tend not to remember things after I do them, which is a problem of mine. Here. All right. I bought Altria at 53.60.
Yep.
And I sold at what did I sell at? 55.45. So the whole thing was a $2 trade. Nothing exciting.
Yeah, but you did 10,000 shares of it.
Oh yeah, right. So anyway,
battle for 4,000. We are now at 4. We're gonna close right at 4,000. Now we're right on the nose, right on the kisser. They're back in the 4,000 handle. Good to see.
That's a big move for Altria. Just stock is instead of going higher, just giving back what, like a month's worth of gains? More than a month's worth of gains?
Yeah,
a month's worth of gains in one day. In one day.
You see, well, who did that? What firm was that?
Bernstein. But also there was a report yesterday, middle of the day, that Philip Morris was considering acquiring a smokeless tobacco company. That's why there was a big volume spike in Altria yesterday. I think Bernstein's downgrading on that today. But dear lordy, that's a 2 months worth of gains. Got it one day. That's tough.
Yeah, I think someone just caught it. I mean, so someone Bernstein, sharp technical on that, start, with the charts. He's like, look at that. Triple top, 57. Weekday yesterday. You know what? We could really mess with a lot of people with the downgrade. And then boom, they did. That's a big red candle. You know what I say about one red candle, get another red candle. But this is well, there's two in a row there. Big move. Now you want to try and get out on a bounce. So I don't know. You went from 57 to 50.5. So that's 6.5, 3.25, 53, 54, 54.60, 54.70. Oh, that'd be above yesterday's high. But big candle, a lot of people stuck in MO.
Easy Mike mentioning Loretta Mester gave some comments. I'm so over it. I'm so over the parade of Fed speak that I'm just gonna choose to ignore it all from here on out because it's just noise. That's all it is. I'm annoyed that I even cared so much before, but it's all just noise. It's all these Fed speakers. They all come out. They flood the zone with commentary. Oh, hawkish, dovish, hawkish. I don't care. I don't care. I'm over it. So I have no idea what she said, and I'm content with that.
Spencer, you got a cold? You got allergies?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I'm a little congested. I got some allergies going on here. A little bit congested.
Yeah, hay fever season. You got it. Okay. All right. What else?
What else do we have here? Anything in the chat you guys want to? We got 2 minutes left in the day. 2.5 minutes now. Anything left? Oh, that's an interesting ticker here, but this is so new. I don't think there'll be any price action. No, there won't. STGF. We got a stagflation ETF. What does that thing hold? STGF. What's in the STGF? It's a stagflation ETF.
Are you sure? There's a stagflation ETF.
There's an ETF for anything, Joel. What is an
NFA.
What's an STGF? It's it's a tips fund. It's an oil fund. It's a gold fund. It's a real estate fund.
It's getting smoked. Trade by appointment only. I don't know. Okay. Let's look at Nvidia real quick. Let's let's do the big three here. Nvidia, not a bad day. It was up more. It's gonna be the biggest winner of your top components. Ooh, I like the setup here. Be prepared. If it takes out the pair of lows, 168.27, 17, let's call it 168.27. Whoop on it to the downside. If it can clear this 182.55, I've got clear sailing on the upside. So having its best day in quite a while, but matching ranges, good relative strengths. Let's look at that. Did someone just put HAE in here? That can't still be Haemonetics, is it? HAE?
I don't know that. Yeah, it is.
Wow, man. This stock, I remember this stock back when I worked at Oldie.
Oh, wow.
And big day. What I don't like about the candles, it really backed off 58. And if you were trading this today and you look at your daily charts, you should have looked at 58 and say, "Oh, five highs at 58." So that's the roadblock. You got the 58.39 today. Make sure it just holds the close tomorrow, but no major leg up until you take over 58.
All right, one more quickly. Camel Soup, because that one had a good day yesterday. CPB.
This is not a big. It's not a bad. I mean, not a great day, not a bad day. What you got to do? I'll make it easy for you. You hold 49. Ooh, we're closing week too. You hold at 49.34 to the low, 49.42 to low today. If you go to a risk on day tomorrow, then they're going to take this out to the woodshed and beat the pulp out of it. That's what's going to happen if a risk on day. Okay? So we're back tomorrow. We ended in the green, not by much, but overall, not a bad day.
Smash that like button. I'm going to head out for the day. We got Cannabis Insider, which I found out today is officially one of the top 10 most popular cannabis podcasts in the country or the world. I want to say the world because it's awesome.
So where does that put PreMarket Prep?
Above them. But we're also it's not a cannabis podcast, Joel.
The top 10 cannabis. People think we're on cannabis sometimes, but we're not.
They do. All right, so we're gonna send you guys over there. Is Elliot Lane talking to the Trailer Park Boys today? I don't know. They're on the thumbnail, so I'm interested. Gonna send you guys over there. They're going live right now. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you guys tomorrow morning.